Hello and welcome to the 101 with me, your host, Donovan Goliath. Now, here on the 101, we tell you everything you need to know about what's happening on your Mnet schedule in the coming week so that you don't need to figure it out all on your own. And this week, we have a number of season finales, so there's quite a few goodbyes, but that means lots more great new things coming your way on Mnet that you are going to love. Now, if you can't watch the 101 on Mnet at 3:30, remember that you can catch it on Mnet Plus One, channel 901, in an hour from now. And it's not just the 101 you can watch. Mnet Plus One is a time-shifted channel where we screen all our regular programming 1 hour later. It's like Mnet, but 1 hour in the future. You can also catch the 101 on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. Now keep watching because later I talk to esteemed Carte Blanche reporter Claire Mawisa. But right now it's time to get on top of Monday. On Monday, we kick off with Powerless, followed by the Britain's Got Talent Best and Worst, which is a look back at a decade's worth of the best and worst of Britain's Got Talent. This is the third episode of the 4-part series that we're screening ahead of Britain's Got Talent kicking off next week. And after Grey's Anatomy, tune in for the final episode of Shonda Rhimes' The Catch. Now, your Monday lineup continues with Billions and The Leftovers. Guys, let's take a moment to talk about The Leftovers. This show is based on a novel about a group of people dealing with something called the sudden departure, an event where 2% of the world's population has inexplicably disappeared, like poof. Just imagine I'm here right now and then bam, just not. I watched the first 2 seasons of this show and I couldn't wait for season 3, and so far it's just as good, if not better, than the first 2. This isn't even one of those shows that I can binge watch because each episode is so deep and so explosive that it really does take me a while to recover. Just everything from the performances to the camera work to the music is just another level. Now, this week's episode is called It's a Matt World, and yes, it has a lot to do with Matt. I can't say much more than that because I'm not about that spoiler life, but just do yourself a favor and get watching, I promise you. Watch this show because you never know when you might vanish into thin air. And Monday wraps up with The Magicians. Tuesday starts with Mom, and then we have the final episode of the 4-part series Britain's Got Talent Best and Worst. And the rest of your Tuesday lineup is intact with Chicago Fire, PD, and Med, followed by Broadchurch and Wentworth. Also on Tuesday night on Mnet Movies Premiere, we've got a nice one for the Tom Hanks fans. So basically everybody, because who doesn't love Tom Hanks actually? Hologram for the King is about a guy, Tom, who goes to Saudi Arabia to close what he hopes is going to be the deal of a lifetime. This film has got culture clashes, unexpected friendships, and a lot of sand. It's on at 8 p.m. on Mnet Movies Premiere, channel 104.
Listen, Dad, I trust you. Don't listen to Mom. She said, "What's he doing in the desert?" Maybe just prove her wrong, Dad.
I'm postponing my return to the United States, and I don't know for how long.
You ready?
I'm ready.
On Wednesday at 6 p.m., it's the final episode of the first season of The Great Indoors with Joel McHale. Right now, it's still uncertain if there will be a second season of The Great Indoors, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for fans of the show. At 6:30 p.m., it's back to MasterChef Junior as we've caught up to the American broadcast of the show. Now enjoy these final few episodes ahead of the final season finale next week, Monday. And at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, I'm sad to report that it is the season finale of the 10th season of The Big Bang Theory. Your lineup then continues with Blue Bloods, Bull, Bates Motel, which I am loving, by the way, and Code Black. Also on Wednesday on Mnet Movies Premiere, we're screening the film The Choice. Now, if you cried in The Notebook, and you cried in Dear John, and you cried in A Walk to Remember, and you want to cry some more, The Choice is perfect for you. This is a love story about an unlikely romance. I never understand why they make these relationships seem so difficult. All the characters in these films are perfect looking with pretty much nothing standing in the way of them being together. I'm always like, what is the problem, yo? But never mind me. The Choice is on Channel 104 at 8 p.m.
Travis, swallow your pride, because that's all any woman wants, is a man who's gonna fight.
Where is she? Where's Gabby?
She's gone.
Where? She left because of you.
Like I was saying, every path he takes leads to another choice.
Come back to me, baby. Come bother me.
Some choices could change everything. I should have been there.
It's not your fault, Travis.
Every moment of the rest of your life hangs on them.
Gabby! Now, I hope you've made the choice to watch that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a binge watcher. Okay, I know you are too. Don't even try and lie, because I know that you are. I want to remind you about the brand new Mnet Binge on Channel 900. Now, Mnet Binge screens the entire season of a series on weekends from 9:30 on Saturdays and Sundays until 5 a.m. the next morning. So, what you do is set your PVR to record the season and watch whenever you want. So that means you basically create your very own box set of a show to watch at your own leisure. Just go to 900 on the EPG and press record. Simple. Now join me after the break for more TV, more shows to look forward to, and of course, more of me. Thursday is full of great new episodes of The Goldbergs, followed by MasterChef Junior and NCIS LA. Then fans of Blind Spot will be happy to hear that it is back and on in a new time slot. Now, for those of you who love the show but can't for the life of you remember what is going on, in Thursday's episode, Jane and Weller go undercover on a high-stakes scavenger hunt run by powerful hackers. Blind Spot is on at 8:30. Great TV keeps coming your way with Fargo, Rain, and Mad Dogs. Then at 8 p.m. on Mnet Movies Premiere, we are bringing you Spotlight. This is a film about the true story of how the Boston Globe newspaper uncovered the massive scandal of child molestation within the Catholic Church. Spotlight has an amazing cast, including Michael Keaton and Rachel McAdams. It was nominated for a gajillion Oscars and walked away with 2, including Best Original Screenplay and the most coveted Oscar of the night, Best Picture. It's on Mnet Movies Premiere at 8 p.m.
Parishes over the last 30 years. The church found out about it and did nothing. We haven't committed any long-term investigative resources to the case.
No, we haven't.
And that's the kind of thing your team would do.
Spotlight. Guys, listen. Everybody's gonna be interested in this.
I'm not crazy. They control everything. This is not just Boston. It's the whole country. It's the whole world.
They knew, and they let it happen. It could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been any of us.
Here on the 101, we love to bring you new things so much that we even like to bring you things before we've brought them to you. And today, I've got exciting news because later this year, Mnet is bringing you a sizzling new reality cooking show with a South African version of My Kitchen Rules. Now, you'll know My Kitchen Rules is the popular Australian show already in its 8th season that our Mnet audiences were addicted to. Now, I don't know what it is about Australians and televising their cooking, but hey, no one's complaining. So sharpen your knives and turn on your ovens because you can be part of the culinary magic. Auditions for My Kitchen Rules South Africa will be held in Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. And for more info, just go to www.mnet.tv/MKR.
Mnet is making a brand new show and you're invited to be part of it. Are you a total foodie? Woo! Do you host the best dinner parties ever?
Oh my...
And can you cook?
Perfect dish. Delicious.
If you have a winning personality and want to be reality TV's next best thing,
Really?
Get your knives out because Mnet is thrilled to bring you My Kitchen Rules South Africa. the cooking show where 10 teams will compete to claim the title My Kitchen Rules, a first on South African TV. To audition, bring yourself and the person you love to cook with most, your mother, your spouse, or your best friend.
She's my friend.
And get to the International Hotel School in your city between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on the following dates. Visit mnet.tv for detailed audition information. We'll tell you what you need to prepare, and if you enter on the website, you'll be fast-tracked in the queue, putting you in the lead. My Kitchen Rules South Africa, brought to you by Mnet.
We finally made it to your Mnet 101 Friday lineup, and there's more goodbyes coming up, because at 7:30, it's the final episode of Celebrity Apprentice with Ani. This is followed by MacGyver. Then at 9:30, it is the season finale of Riverdale, so you can go back to dealing with whatever teen melodrama is taking place under your own roof. Friday continues with Mozart in the Jungle, The Detour, and Full Circle Miami. It's the part of the show where we solve all your problems. Okay, not all. Okay, not even any. Except your viewing problems. We start with Irene Hutchinson, who posted the following on Mnet's Facebook page. Hi there, is there a replay of Sunday's The Voice? Hi Irene, The Voice South Africa Season 2 additional episodes air on Mnet 101 on Tuesdays at 3:30 and Sundays at 9 for your replaying pleasure. The show is also scheduled on Mnet City Channel 115 on Mondays at 6. Anel Duplessis writes on Facebook, Good day. Good day, Anel. Wow, you must be the most polite person on social media. Where can I buy tickets for the live shows? What is the price of a ticket? And what are the dates? And when will Richard Sturton be performing? So many questions, and I have the answers for, well, almost all of them. The live shows for The Voice South Africa begin on Sunday the 21st of May, and the broadcasts will take place at the Mosaic Teatro in Fairland, Johannesburg, and it's going to be spectacular, spectacular. Tickets are 50 Rand and available at CompuTicket. Not a lot for what you're getting, so The Voice talent is preparing to give it their all on the big stage, and some of South Africa's top performers will join them. Unfortunately, we can't tell you yet when Richard will be part of the show, but it won't be for the first 2 live shows, so keep an eye out, Anel. Then Rashika tweets, Glad Tuesdays are back to normal. Next show for @Mnet to show is Chicago Justice. Rashika, believe me, we here at Mnet are as happy as you are about back to normal Tuesdays, and I'm pleased to tell you that Chicago Justice will begin on Mnet on the 22nd of August at 8:30 p.m. Your Saturday lineup kicks off as usual with Little Big Shots and Last Man Standing. Then at 6:30 is the final episode of Major Crimes. This is followed by Pure Genius and Criminal Minds, and then it is time for your Saturday night movie, and this week it's Expatriate. The film stars Charlie Webber of How to Get Away with Murder fame, and it's a fast-paced thriller about an ex-CIA agent who's tracked down by her ex for one last deadly mission. Expatriate is on at 9:30. Expatriate? Get it? Gomorrah follows as usual. And it's time for your Hot Local Sunday lineup tonight, and it starts with Winging It. This week, the guys are in Brussels, where they dive into what is apparently the world's deepest pool. Siv and Yanez were here on the 101 last week, and I do remember Siv bragging about his diving abilities, so I'm looking forward to this one. Also, they have bricks in their stomach, so it probably helped them get to the bottom quick.
Okay, Yanez, this place is called Nemo 33. This is a pool like no other. 33 meters deep, 33 degrees warm, and it's number 333 right over there. So Yanez and I, we've got a bit of a challenge to see who can go the deepest, or who can panic the least. I love seeing him panic like this.
I'm absolutely not making a muscles in Brussels joke. Nope, not me. Winging It is on today at 5. Now, after the break, I tell you more about Sunday, and there will be someone intelligent, good-looking, charming, and tough in the studio. Oh, and also Carte Blanche's Claire Mawisa. Yeah, she'll be here too. Welcome back to your Sunday lineup. At 5:30 today, it's The Voice South Africa. And this week, it's the final round of knockouts where the finalists for Team Lyra and Team Bobby will be revealed. Next week, we kick off the live shows where the top 16 talent will be singing for the public's votes. That's you guys. It's the first time you get permission to be judgmental, so are you ready? Now, Sunday is full of movies, and after carte blanche, we have 3 for you to choose from. The first is your classic Sunday night movie at 8:05 p.m. And this week it's Mother's Day because Mother's Day, guys. Now, Mother's Day is a romantic comedy about moms, surprise! And it's got all of your favorite Hollywood leading ladies in one film. Kate Hudson, Jennifer Aniston, Julia Roberts. What? Just saying all those names in a row makes me feel all warm and fuzzy, and they're beautiful. And the film was directed by Gary Marshall, the man who brought you all your favorite classic movies like Pretty Woman, Overboard, and Runaway Bride. You already love this movie, I know. You don't even really have a choice.
Who should I make it out to?
I'm 16, I have a life.
Wait, where are you going? Rachel, get out of the car.
Celebrate the one day.
No matter what's happened between us, you're always my mother.
That connects us all.
We're not who the world thinks we are. We decide who we are, when we want, and who we want to know.
Out on the verge of the rest of our lives tonight. Out on the verge of the rest of our lives.
Dad! Are you okay, Dad?
Mother's Day.
Whoa, should never have cut those onions. But hey, your second movie option tonight at 8:30 on Mnet Movies Premiere, Channel 104, is Mr. Right. Now, Mr. Right stars the charming and exciting duo Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell, and is about a woman who has just gone through a breakup and ends up falling for an amazing guy who also happens to be a hitman. Mr. Right is on at 8:30 on Mnet Movies Premiere.
Wow, you look great. Excuse me, waiter. Can I...
Hey, did you have to finish a book on tape?
No, sorry. I had to kill somebody in the parking lot.
Yeah, into it.
Why would anybody kill our guy in public like that? Go, blow his face off.
He seems like a sexy Rain Man or something.
Thank you.
You are FBI, and you have been assigned a new target.
He's formerly one of the world's most notorious professional killers.
He quit?
No, he developed a moral code.
He said he killed a guy in the parking lot. I thought he was joking.
People still try to hire him, but now he kills them.
He kills the people who hire him.
Yeah.
Is this guy dead?
Just unconscious.
Don't you hate it when you date a murderer without knowing it? Your third movie option tonight is The Keeper of Lost Causes. This is a Danish film based on a best-selling novel about a police inspector and his assistant who dig into a cold case about a disappeared woman. This looks intense and gripping, and listening to Danish for 2 hours will make you feel very sophisticated. So catch The Keeper of Lost Causes at 10:35 on Mnet 101. And we've arrived at the part of the show where I get to hang out with amazing people. And today in studio, I'm so excited, we have TV presenter, model, radio host, and my all-time woman crush. It is Carte Blanche's Claire Mawisa. Welcome to the 101, Claire.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you've come a long way. You've been in this industry. You've done everything, right? You've pretty much done everything, and you're now on Carte Blanche. What does it really feel like being on Carte Blanche? Because we've grown up with Carte Blanche, and it's quite a...
I know.
It's this kind of show, you know?
It's so surreal. When I joined Carte Blanche, it was very surreal that when you hear the Sunday night music and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm part of this. And so when I tell people what is it like, it's like the first day of school every day, because there's a new story every time. So you're always learning something new, right? So because we go out on different stories and we work with different teams, because we've got lots of producers and cameramen, you're always on your toes and you're always learning something new.
So do you consider yourself like a a reporter on a TV show, or how would you define it? Because I don't like that title. It feels too rigid for you.
I do feel like I'm a storyteller. The story is happening.
Yeah.
I'm just the person that helps bring it to you.
The mediator.
Yes, so I'm like the mediator. I'm the in-between person. It's not ever about me. It's about the South African. It's about whatever issue or situation that's happening.
Yeah.
And I just try and interpret it in a way that it's easy for you to like ingest and understand and appreciate and watch.
Speaking of storytelling, I mean, you get to travel a lot. You get to meet all of these people. Do you have time to watch TV at all?
I do have time to watch TV, but sometimes I like binge. So because I can't watch it as scheduled because I'm traveling, I end up watching like a whole lot of episodes, or I watch things on catch up. So I don't watch when other people are watching.
No, that's okay. That's why we have catch up.
There we go.
That's why we have catch up.
Favorite
genre, what do you watch? Like, I don't know this about you, because I kind of know you.
Yes.
I don't know this about you though. What do you watch? What's your thing?
I love series. So I love like detective series or police series. I like, obviously, Game of Thrones. We're all waiting for that to come back.
Are you a Game of Thrones girl?
I'm a Game of Thrones girl. And winter is here. So I don't, listen, season 7, I'm waiting for it.
You really a game? Who's your favorite character?
I'm going to say...
Don't say Khaleesi, that's too easy.
Okay, I will say Cersei is one of my favorites because she's a fierce woman. She doesn't have any fans, she's ruthless.
Yeah.
She will do anything to protect her family. She's almost like no other female character has ever been written that's like her, and I kind of like that. And so she breaks
That's true, actually. That's a very good way to describe it.
There's no other woman like Cersei that we've seen before.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, she's cool, she's calm, she's ruthless, she's cold-hearted. Ooh, like she gives me the shivers.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. If you were in a series, like, or if you could write a series, what would it be? Like, what would your character be?
I think I would be maybe a detective. I think I'd be one.
Yeah, I can see that
because
actually.
I like following the clues, picking up the trail, asking people questions, piecing things together, and then at the end the whole picture comes together. So that would be quite interesting. I think I'd like to do that.
You know that you've just described your role on Carte Blanche?
No.
There we go. You're not a reporter, you're a detective. Done. There it is. Thank you very much, Claire Mawisa, for joining us on the 101. The detective on Carte Blanche. There she is. But thank you so much for taking time, man, and telling me your story, telling and laughing and sharing and doing all of these crazy things. You will always be my all-time woman crush. You're going to look like this forever, you and Pharrell. I don't know what you guys do, but hey, thank you so much. Claire Mawisa. There are a lot of goodbyes on your Mnet 101 schedule this week, and before I say my goodbye, here's a roundup of your upcoming week. On Monday at 6:30, note episode 3 of the 4-part series Britain's Got Talent Best and Worst. And later on Monday, it's the final episode of The Catch. On Tuesday, watch Tom Hanks in Hologram for the King. And then on Wednesday, we kick off with the season finale of The Great Indoors. And then at 6:30, we've caught up to the US broadcast of MasterChef Junior. And later that night, it's also the season finale of Big Bang Theory. On Thursday, Blind Spot fans rejoice because the show is back from a long break in a new time slot. Also on Thursday is the Academy Award-winning Spotlight. On Friday, say goodbye to Ani in the final episode of Celebrity Apprentice. On Saturday, it's the season finale of Major Crimes. And of course, tonight you can catch the Winging It guys in Brussels and then all the local talent on The Voice South Africa. After that, it's Carte Blanche as always, and your classic Sunday night movie is Mother's Day. Finally, catch the Danish film The Keeper of Lost Causes. That is your week on Mnet. So much TV, so little time. Now, if you missed the show, catch it on Mnet Plus One, channel 901 at 4:30 or on Mnet's Facebook page or YouTube channel. Now, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We see you and we love you and you know it. I'm Donovan Goliath and I will see you next week.